Sony recently unveiled the IMX811-AAQR, a new 247MP medium format sensor designed specifically for imaging purposes. With 247 million effective pixels, this sensor's resolution effectively surpasses that of the majority of modern digital cameras. It has the potential to capture images and photos with extraordinary detail. Consequently, what else does this brand new Sony sensor entail? In light of this sensor's potential implications for photography as a discipline, it is imperative to examine its essential attributes and specifications. The Sony IMX811-AAQR 247MP medium format sensor looks impressive with its super high resolution and advanced tech. This sensor has a lot of potential in photography and industrial uses. First off, let's look at the key specs that make it so special. It's a massive Type 4.1 sensor with a diagonal of 64.8mm, but the real wow factor is that crazy 247.04 million effective pixel count. To put that in perspective, most high-end DSLRs top out at around 45 to 50 megapixel. This Sony sensor blows that out of the water. With that many pixels, you're going to be able to capture levels of detail like never before. Every tiny texture, subtle shade, and minute element in your scene will be recorded with amazing precision for artists and professionals. That means the ability to truly bring your vision to life in the final image. But it's not just about resolving power. Sony managed to give this pixel-packed sensor a very respectable readout speed of 5.3 frames per second in all pixel mode. Sure, that's not blazing fast, but when you're reading out 247 million pixels, making it that quick is seriously impressive engineering. Another cool thing is that it comes in both color and chrome versions covering different needs. Photographers can go for the color model's amazing fidelity, while scientific applications might want that crisp monochrome capture. Now, it's worth noting that Sony has labeled this sensor as being intended for industrial use. However, the company has a history of repurposing its industrial sensors for consumer photography products. Remember the IMX461 sensor found in the revered Fujifilm GFX100 and Hasselblad X series cameras? That was initially an industrial offering from Sony as well. So, we can't help dreaming about what it would be like if Sony put this 247MP beast into one of their mirrorless bodies. Imagine being able to get that level of detail and resolution as a photographer. Landscapes would look hyper-realistic, rendering every blade of grass perfectly. Portraits could show amazing skin texture and tiny facial details that make each person unique. The creative potential would be mind-blowing. Of course, that insane resolution also comes with some likely downsides we have to consider. File sizes and data handling requirements would be absolutely massive. There may also be compromises in areas like low light performance or dynamic range, as packing that many pixels onto a sensor often comes at the cost of light gathering abilities. Additionally, while the extreme resolving power is undoubtedly impressive, it may not be a necessity for every photographic situation. Certain genres, like sports or action photography, might not necessarily benefit from that level of detail, as the subjects are often in motion and the extra resolution could become overkill. But even with those potential limitations, you can't deny this sensor represents a major technological achievement and leap forward in imaging capability. It takes resolution further than we thought possible and opens up new creative and scientific frontiers. Whether Sony does put it in a future camera or not, the IMX811 proves they are truly at the cutting edge of sensor tech. It's giving us a tantalizing glimpse at where imaging may be headed in the future across various fields. So, while it might not be a fit for every single type of photography, the mere existence of this 247MP beast is exciting stuff. For the right applications, that ability to resolve the finest details could take your work to another level. Whether it's creative or analytical, we'll have to wait and see how the tech evolves and gets implemented, but there's no doubt Sony just raised the bar in a big way on what sensors are capable of in terms of outrageous resolutions. It has us eager to see what comes next in their pipeline and from rivals. So, that's all about the Sony 247MP medium format sensor. Do let us know what you think about this, as we'd love to hear from you. And as for everything else, don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and hit the bell icon if you want more content like this on your feed.